Hi guys, welcome to the Repat podcast. My name is Joanita Maya. Now, you have relocated to Uganda, right? You've come back, welcome to the motherland, but guess what? You're lonely and alone.
Damn!
Damn.
Like compounding misery.
That's too much.
No, it was great.
That was too much.
It was great.
Was it?
It was great.
Maybe that was too mean.
That was hilarious.
that
No,
mean?
it's too funny. Keep
Yeah.
going.
I
No,
wanted
it's
to
brilliant.
do that pause. I was like, but before we do, then introduce you.
Yeah,
and then
so
go, yeah.
keep
Yeah.
going.
Sorry.
Don't cut that, please.
Don't
Okay.
cut that, please. That was amazing. Hello, everyone. Back again. DJ Maintain. No
Yes.
longer lonely. sorry, I couldn't help it.
That was nice.
That was good, right?
That was
I was feeling that.
Yes, Rachel.
Okay, and I can't stop laughing with you guys. Anyways, so I am Rachel Nalumu, and I'm up and down of loneliness. So there you go.
Oh,
That
so
happens.
we're gonna
I'm just
we're
being
gonna unpack
honest.
that.
Yeah,
let's
but
unpack that.
to give
Goodness,
people abroad, like what we're talking about today is just how can someone deal with the loneliness and isolation. I feel like lonely, maybe that was a bit of a reach because
Yeah, it's a bit.
lonely is too much. Let's say you're isolated, you're in a new country, the culture is different, so you're finding it hard to maybe blend in.
Yes.
Yeah, so what's your advice? Because you guys have relocated, yeah? Did you
have
at
indeed.
times feel lonely and isolated from from everyone?
Me personally, I came here on holiday on 2 occasions
Yeah.
before I actually moved. So that that helped with my I would say isolation issues.
Okay.
Because when I came here, I had people looking out for me and showing me certain things. But if it wasn't for that, it would have been hard.
Yeah.
I think it would have been hard getting out there, meeting people with similar interests.
Yeah.
Not that having similar interests is like,
Yeah.
the be all and end all.
Yeah.
But it helps with the flow of conversation and
Definitely.
seeing kind of where people's head is at. So I'm kind of like in the middle,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
A little bit in the middle with my experience.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Rachel, you said
sense.
you're
Yeah, mine
and
goes
down.
up and
You're
down.
lonely.
Up
Yeah.
and
What do you
down.
mean, up and down?
Okay, so I'm same. I came many years for like 6 years before I actually relocated. And plus I have family here and a lot of friends that I had even grown up with and known for a long time. So in that sense, I feel like I can always have someone around. I think more of my isolation is people understanding me, like people who had a similar upbringing and mindset that I'm used to constantly understanding me. I think that's where it kind of has the up and down. So sometimes I just be going through it in the pits and I'm like, ain't nobody gonna know. But then I have some friends who are in similar situations as me, kind of grew up there, also now back, but also have family. So I will usually reach out to them and then they get me. I'll have my few hours and they're like, okay, let's go for a drink or let's, just, hang out, talk to me, like tell me what's going on. And then that helps a lot. So I feel like that's never gonna go because it's not like I grew up here. So no one will fully understand me. And then sometimes it's just frustrating too. But most of the time I'm good. I sound like
You're
depressed.
Oh, no
my
one likes
God.
me.
Right?
I'm alone.
So I'm alone. I'm a loner.
Yeah.
No. But just the truth of it is,
Yeah.
like, no, I don't think it'll always be a forever. But I'm also single living alone. So I think that also makes a difference. But I love that
Yeah.
also. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Now both of you are extroverts. Can I call you extroverts?
Yeah.
Really?
Are you-
You think I'm extrovert?
Okay.
What's the best way of saying yes without saying yes? Yeah, okay, I'm extrovert.
No, I'd like
I'm
to say you're extrovert.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that means you're able to go out there and easily make friends. In my
Yeah.
opinion, from
Yeah.
my point of view, when I see the two of you, I feel like you have it easy making friends. You just blend in so easy.
I think it's easy
You
meeting
make
people, but making
comfortable.
friends.
Oh,
That's
meeting
the
people instead of
difference.
making
Meeting
friends.
people, yeah.
Yeah, but let's assume someone comes to the continent and then they're introverts. They don't like going out like that. They like the safe space and
I
whatnot.
have friends like that.
How would
actually.
they overcome the isolation and loneliness bit?
Child, I think you need to be really like
Pray
at
for
least
them?
meet people, pray for them. Yes,
Yeah.
But I think you need to meet people like in
Lots
their
of prayer.
workplace and start finding connections in that. Because I do have introverted friends who have moved back and I don't. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, really.
Yeah. The networks and stuff. That's
Yeah.
the way I think they make it
Well,
work.
I am an introvert. I'd like to.
You're an introvert?
Yeah, because I don't like going out like that.
But it's not about going out. It's just your
No, it's just
personality.
crowds. I can't deal with that many people. I feel like they drain my energy and whatnot. So maybe I'm in between. It's like I'm both.
Yeah. I think most people are.
Yeah. So I think to an introvert out there, the best places that you can go and find people. Number one, church. You'd be surprised. After church, don't run away. Mingle with the people and try to get into a cell and whatnot.
Facts.
The supermarket.
The supermarket.
You'd be surprised.
I don't be meeting nobody in the
Everyone
supermarket.
goes out there to get food.
Like, it sound like a restaurant.
Tough times. You would go. Listen,
Of all these times I'm in Carrefour and these places, where am I being?
look, I've met so many people in the supermarket. I even met friends with accountant in the supermarket. Terrible.
So
That's fair. They know me. That's true.
Yeah.
So may I ask a question?
Yeah.
What's your leading? Like, how do you? Like, oh, you use the same brand as milk as I do.
No,
Let's
you
be
just look
friends.
at. No, maybe you're waiting in line and then you start up something. So you have to see. You know,
Really?
You'd be surprised. The church, the supermarket, like just
Anywhere else? Church, supermarket. Can we have one more?
Yeah.
I've found also, which helps. Social media platforms like this one
Yeah.
are amazing because they give you insights into what's going on in and around town.
That's very true.
So you'll have like Friday markets and like
Oh, yeah.
you'll have
That's a great place.
and
The
so
social
loads of little
events.
different places like I'm probably going to pronounce this wrong because of my London accent, but Bakoto Street. They used to
Yes,
have like
yes.
the whole street had like a I can't the word
Like a market
escapes me.
day?
Like a market day.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you had loads of different stores and different things, and
I
then
like that. Yeah.
and
The
that's how
weekends
I
have
met a lot of people.
Yeah. You can definitely meet them. But is that do you feel like sometimes people will become friends with you because they have like a hidden agenda? They have something they want to achieve with you. Is there like a line? Like, would you rather be isolated than hang out with fake people? Or is there a balance between the two?
Those are like two different questions. But very good questions.
Yeah.
I'd
As
rather be
always.
isolated than hang out with fake people. Yes.
Yeah.
However,
Agreed.
I like to still be sociable and go out and like meet people. Yeah. But
Yeah.
if you mean fake people, I know. Yeah, because sometimes people do have ulterior motives and other intentions.
Yeah.
That's why I was saying like friend is such a word that's thrown around so much.
Yeah.
True,
like
true.
it could be an acquaintance. Like I see you when I see you.
Yeah.
It's true. It's
Yeah.
true. It's true. And to expand on that,
Yeah.
fake people always show their hand.
Yeah, eventually.
So like when you first meet them, you won't necessarily think that they are.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then as time goes on, their intentions become clear. And that's when
Yeah.
I just kind of, not rudely, but just kind of create distance.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
I'm like, okay, I thought it was this, but it's actually that.
This?
Yeah.
Yeah. or
Mama,
this.
step over here.
Yeah, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna like, I'm gonna like,
Just you
Yeah.
on this
Like step
side.
over, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
you okay, Shalom?
Yeah. and then there are people who want to they would rather have that small bit of love and affection from other people that they're willing to hang around the fake people and bring weird people into their circle just to feel.
The thing is that Uganda is so small and relocating just to Africa in general, but a lot of these cities and stuff, they're so small that you have to be so careful. You'd rather just find the small few quality people than to just be thrown in the fake and thrown in all of this and then you're just like, whoa, I've even lost
That's a good
myself.
point.
Like,
Yeah.
who am I?
You have
that's
a new
true.
bestie every week.
Yeah, child. Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
That's true
At our big
because
age.
I found like a circle of friends here. And what has happened, as people get to know me, they're like, oh, Maintain and Rachel would get on. Or Maintain and Joanita would get on. And so they kind of suggest
Like a referral
people.
system.
Yeah, referral system.
Ooh,
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I've met a lot of friends like
Through
that.
other friends, yes.
That's exactly how I got my gig at Kush, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, it's all
Friends.
good.
Also, when there are these expat groups, I think there's an expat group in
Oh,
Uganda. So
yeah.
maybe if you
I
can
wouldn't
join
know.
that
Yeah,
and
yeah,
try
they're
to see
huge.
if
Yeah.
you'd be surprised. Maybe someone of your culture is also there. So maybe
Yeah. Are these
so
the
much-
Facebook groups? Or
Yeah.
there's an
Yeah,
actual...
I think
okay.
there's a
Okay.
Facebook group that
There's
try to
one
recruit or share.
called
and you refuse.
Expat 5.0 or Expat something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's up to 7, I think, now.
Yes, up to 7. Yeah, and they're really good. Sometimes, and it's good because you can kind of see like people's mindset when they get here. Some people are obviously like
That's true.
quite sheltered, and you can see by the questions they ask. Like some people ask like crazy things like, "Can I get a bottle of Coke here?" And I'm like, "What?" No, we're in the back. We're like literally shut off from the rest of the world. We all live in caves.
Huts.
Yeah, we all live in huts. Yeah, so it's good for people like that with that sort of mindset.
Yeah.
To other people know this is what we have, and they can break things down. And
That's
it's normally
true.
and it's not done in a condescending way. Like people are like really helpful.
Yeah.
But something just popped in my head, and I'm gonna digress a little bit, but still on the same theme.
What is it?
So like dealing with isolation and meeting people and whatnot, I've come across so many Tinder users in Kampala.
Really?
Like Tinder here is a different level.
Yes,
I've
the
never
experience.
used it abroad,
It's a-
so I didn't even know.
Yo, Tinder in Kampala
Yeah.
is crazy.
And people are dating off Tinder.
2 dates in one night.
Wait,
Yep.
but is
I
it
saw.
Tinder? Does Tinder meant for dating or was meant for?
It's meant for,
Hookah.
yes, it's meant for dating.
There's
yeah.
that 30%
some
portion
people have
that
like
does something
coerced
else.
it, but yeah.
But the rest of it, Tinder, I have had positive reviews about Tinder. Wow. Yeah.
I'm not a dating app person, so I didn't even
You know what?
know.
Tinder
You know?
is crazy
That's
here. I've
hilarious.
seen a
And
friend.
it's legit. There's no
Yeah.
catfishing
Yeah.
sometimes.
I've had a friend. I'm not going to say his name. I'm not
Yeah.
going to expose him.
Yeah.
He had 2 dates in one night.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Okay, people are booked and busy out here in the dating world.
I literally saw it, and she left, and he came back and said to me, "How did that go, Zim?" We didn't really click, but hopefully,
Next.
hopefully the next one's all right.
Next
And he went-
one.
and he looked at his phone. He's like, "Oh, I think that's her." And he went over.
What if they overlap? Oh my god, that's too much anxiety.
He's having
No.
the best time of his life.
Right,
He's like-
clearly.
he
Yeah.
really is.
Yeah.
He still is having the best time.
You
of his
change the
life.
restaurant?
No.
Same place.
There's no shame in the game.
Guys.
No shame. Yeah.
No shame in the
Don't
game.
hate the
No
player. Anyway, what are your top 2 tips for anyone coming over to, make sure that because by the way, before we end this, the pandemic also came in. So if you were isolated, you were isolated times 5.
That was me
Yo.
actually, because that was when I moved. You moved before the pandemic.
Yeah, I moved before, yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
so it makes sense for
Yeah.
you. I got locked up here. Locked up here.
We were all locked up.
They won't let me out. I was locked up here because of the pandemic.
Yeah.
And oh my God, I went through 2 weeks of just crying. Like,
Oh my
okay, no,
God,
2 weeks
yeah.
of productivity that I was like, I've run out of work to do.
Yeah.
So I just started crying. And then I found out my friend was home. She's like a cousin friend of mine. And it was like a 45-minute walk. So that, that's what I mean. You need your people. Find your core people. And
Yeah.
especially with the referral system, like you were saying.
Yeah.
That also helps to hold someone else accountable, being like, you introduced me to a psychopath. I kind of just met a psychopath.
Yeah.
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 But how,
Still in my
Minton,
car
how did
park
you
now.
go through the lockdown?
You know what? And I always do this, and you always got to give me this look. You're like, really, mate? You sit on the fence again. But my lockdown was amazing. I'm going to be honest with you. See? That look.
Come on.
I'm going to be honest because, all right.
Nice.
So just as lockdown happened, I downloaded a new music production program.
So you were busy.
So I was just learning how to use it.
Yeah.
Then once I learned how to use it, I gave myself a challenge. I said, I'm going to make a beat
Yeah.
for every day of lockdown. So at the end of lockdown, I had over 200 instrumentals.
Okay.
So I started sending them out to artists.
Ooh, I was like, want to
Yeah.
share?
And artists was like, yeah, sure. We'll talk happiness.
Right, happiness.
The happiness review. So I was getting music back and working on, song structure and playlists, things like that. And I picked up a hobby, but I'll tell you off air what that was.
It's okay.
And it was great. And
Yeah.
what I'm going to do, I'm going to have all you guys around. And we're going to sit down, have something to eat and da-da-da-da. So you'll see, when you get to my place, you'll see why my lockdown was just
Amazing.
I do see your Instagram stories.
Oh, when you decided to finally follow me,
No.
this one.
Pew pew.
No, I do see your stories and I see your place is nice. But anyway, what are your top 2 tips? Anyone coming
top 2 tips.
to avoid the isolation, not to slide into depression. Do they slide into it? Not to
I think you might even just
Yeah, you might just straight
jump
up,
off the cliff.
fall,
Just kidding.
skip, slide into it. But yeah, I would say look for expat pages. or pages like Pearl Guide or Kenganda, which tell you about things going on and look for your interest. So if your interest is cycling or running or art, go to these events and then meet like-minded people and just, you know, be open to meeting new people.
Yeah.
That's what I would say.
Okay.
That's the top tip. Yeah.
Okay.
Huge.
Rachel, what say it is?
I think one of the things we didn't touch on, what I would say I'd highly recommend is creating an identity with yourself, a new one. Because like whatever routine you had wherever you were won't necessarily be the same. And I think it's so important to at least not lose yourself. So when you're meeting people and you're engaging in new territories and places, you're sound in who you are. So routine is one, huge, and then network. Like you were saying, just find your own interests that you had from abroad and then incorporate them here. They're going to be slightly different, or you might find new things, but just try out different things. I found pole dancing and I was like, this is the funnest thing ever.
You told me after.
Booyah, loved it. And I was like, this is so dope. These are fit women. This is my type of thing. So just finding new stuff that I didn't even do in Canada. And I was like, I love this. So
I think my tip would be to just put yourself out there, because no one is going to look for you in the comfort of your home.
Peel you off the floor.
I know it's everyone's dream to be found.
You gotta be out there.
No one is coming. No one is coming for you. Just put yourself out there and do your best.
True.
And all the best, by the way.
Yeah, very true.
So guys, please give your socials for people who want to follow you.
Oh, me. Okay. So I'm Rachel Nalumu on YouTube and Instagram, and I touch on a lot of these topics as well, just as sit downs too. So a lot of advice there too.
And I'm DJ Maintain on everything. So all you need, mixes, vlogs, all that good stuff. All on there.
Nice. And we are Kenganda Nation on all our social media platforms. Please like this video and subscribe. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.